Have you wondered about a career in communication arts? Maybe you are interested in journalism, TV production, or media studies. You thought the only way to obtain it would be to pack up and move to a distant state? Not so. The Humanities Communication Arts Department at NCC presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now, join our host, Will Gentile.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are switching, directing, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you're about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 3 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they are planning, and give you the chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is a journalism student who will share with us some of the interesting classes and the skills that she has acquired through learning at Norwalk Community College. Now I would like you to meet our guest today, Tamara. It's good to have you. We're going to start out with our first question. What are some of the most interesting things that you learned as a journalism student here?
The 3 of the most interesting classes were the TV and print news writing class, the journalism class, and the interview and technique for writers class. In the journalism class, we focused a lot on publications such as the Wall Street Journal and used it as a guide to help us develop clear and conscious news stories. One of the other courses, the TV and print news writing class, we learned how to write and edit news stories, news clips. Each article that was produced was also submitted for publication to the school newspaper, which is The Voice. The other class, interview and technique for writers, it taught us how to interview, how to really conduct real-life interviews, and how to conduct good, thorough background research on our subjects. You were also able to develop ways of follow-up questions, and you learn the importance of coming up with those follow-up questions.
Right. Okay. Could you just tell us why you decided to take this course and just the whole rundown of that?
Sure, no problem. My degree is in journalism, and TV production is part of the required elective for the journalism and the communication arts degree program. So basically, it's one of the courses that you just have to take. There's no way around it.
Right, right. With that said, what are some of the most useful things you've learned in this program here, the whole TV production program?
Some of the useful things I've learned in TV production is learning how to use the Avid software, which is a software used to edit movies or news stories or commercials. I learned the importance of team effort and teamwork, and that with just one missing link, the whole production can fail. Another interesting thing was learning how to manipulate the Avid software, or learning how, when you put a movie into production, how much time is spent and put into it to make it what it ought to be. And a lot of times the viewers don't actually know that, they just see the finished product, right, and don't realize the amount of effort that actually goes into it.
Right, so could you tell us a little bit about the Avid sounds very good. Tell us a little about the projects you created, like the campus story and the sequence and all that, as an example. Just let us know about that a little bit.
Sure. The first project that we created was the sequence project, and it was a way of introducing you to the Avid software. It was called the Guns N' Roses, and you can see from the short clip that I barely scraped past that, and my understanding of it wasn't developed until much later on. Then there was a New England for All project, which provided a great opportunity to experience New England, which is very beautiful in the fall. And the final project that we actually worked on was, I worked on, was a Science Day project. Last month during Science Week, a number of area middle schools came to Norwalk Community College to experience a morning full of experiments and fun and learning. Our class went out as a live TV crew. We each captured footage, acted as journalists, and then went back to a classroom setting to put a final production together. I also got the chance to really experience what it was like to be a live journalist on TV, anchoring from what is not an actual set.
Right. Now that you've gone through all those, could you let us know about which one you think was your best out of the all of the projects you did?
The best project I would have to say would be the New England Fall Project, because again, you got a chance to go out and to experience what New England is really like in the fall. It's very beautiful, the leaves, the trees, the water. New England it's a very beautiful place to be in the fall. And as you can see from the short clips, some of the footage that I captured while I was out, it was a very windy day, and I didn't capture much, but I focused a lot on just the trees and the leaves in my backyard.
Right, these look like some really good shots here. They really capture the whole, the New England feel with all the colored leaves and the changing trees.
Well, at the time, I think I was just working around with learning how to zoom in and how to zoom out, and just practicing some basic.
Just getting the whole feel for the camera operation.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. After that, what would you like to create next for a next project here?
I'm not sure about creating, but what I would like to do is be able to have the opportunity to spend some more time with Avid, really learn how to use it, and possibly be able to apply some of those skills into editing like commercials or news clips.
Right. With all that said, all we've talked about, what are your long-term goals either in TV or journalism here?
My long-term goal would be to move on to a 4-year university and pursue my degree, my bachelor's degree in public relations and print journalism. I'm also hoping to be able to use some of the experiences and the learning that I've learned here at NCC and take it on further in my professional studies.
Well, that all sounds great, Tamara. Today we got to meet someone who shared with us her wonderful learning experience at Norwalk Community College. As a journalism student, she hopes to apply what she has learned at NCC to help advance her career. She also plans to use the new knowledge she has acquired in Television One to create and edit a variety of ads and news clips in the future. I would like to thank our guest, Tamara Titre, for joining us today.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed meeting some of television's future actors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you and good day.
This has been The New Directors, with your host, Will Gentile, directed by Colin McTiernan. I'm your announcer, Paulo Caserta. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student production.